A $650,000 grant from the U.S. Department of Education will help students in Trumbull County gain skills in an emerging industry and begin to lay the foundation of a promising career.
Without those funds, none of this would be possible, and it's truly amazing what's going to transform here in the next few years.
In this week's Brain Gain Brief, we begin at the Trumbull County ESC, where several new programs will help students soar after high school.
Brain Gain is sponsored by the Mahoning Valley Manufacturers Coalition, Eastern Gateway Community College, and these coalition members.
Presented by Congressman Dave Joyce and former Valley Congressman Tim Ryan, the $650,000 grant will help fund a recently established drone racing program in Trumbull County. But Trumbull County ESC Supervisor of Curriculum Ed Makowitz says that is only one part of what he's calling the Dronepreneur program.
We will have a center at Trumbull Career and Technical Center where we will allow students in grades 11 through 12 to come in and experience the unmanned aircraft mobility and be able to receive things like a Part 107 license and also any unmanned certification levels, and also graduate then with those credentials from CCCTC, which hopefully then will create paths towards things like PIA, the Pittsburgh Institute of Aeronautics, or maybe to Kent State University in their unmanned aircraft program. And the second pillar of our program would be the pre-apprenticeship, where we're going to allow and invite our Trumbull County school districts to take part and create a pre-apprenticeship done program for them to implement into their high schools, where they'll receive a kit and everything else that they would need to be able to begin that pre-apprenticeship work and have students receive, again, credentials to help graduate those students in their local high schools. The third piece would be our middle school Dronepreneurs program, where we're going to introduce entrepreneurship type skills to our students in grades 6 through 8, get them ready for the career readiness and workforce, and allow them to experience drones and unmanned aircraft in a different, unique way with the students or with the teachers in their district. And then the fourth way is to expand our drone racing league, which we will be moving from 12 teams in year 2 to this year with year 3 into 22 teams, and providing kits for everybody, drones, extra supplies, everything that they would need to be able to start their drone racing team, and even the 3D printers as well to be able to reprint their frames for their drones.
Drones are going to be a big part of monitoring farmland, monitoring natural gas pipelines for leakage, natural disasters, in addition to defense. So there's a big industry growing here, and we need to make sure it grows here in the United States, and people and kids in the Valley here can work in that industry.
I welcome the opportunity to continue on this, because I don't think we lose on any investment we make into our children. And I'm specifically worried about what we're going to do with these drone programs when I found out that all the material to make drones is coming from China. All the ones currently being manufactured are coming from China. And so I put provisions in that if the government is going to be buying drones for surveillance, for techniques that warfare and other things, that they need to be made here in America.
You can read more in Deanne Johnson's story. A link is in the description. With hybrid and electric vehicles expected to take over in the future, there will be careers for those who know how to work on them and with them. With that in mind, the Columbiana County Career and Technical Center is planning an $8 million expansion to gain the space, the equipment, and the training that instructors will require to teach emerging careers like EVs. Lydia Mihalik, director of the Ohio Department of Development, visited the Career Center on Tuesday, meeting with students, instructors, auto dealers, and school officials. Built in 1977, the Career Center has spaces constructed for 12 students, but most of the programs taught there have up to 25 students. The proposed addition would create new space for both the automotive tech and automotive collision and repair programs. The additional facility would have the space to train both students and adult learners in the safety measures and necessary skills to work on both combustible engines and EVs. CCCTC has $3 million of the anticipated $8 million that will be needed to build the addition and equip the space. And that is all for this week's Brain Gain Brief. For more Brain Gain news, click Brain Gain under the Workforce Development tab at businessjournaldaily.com. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Mike Moliterno.
Brain Gain is sponsored by the Mahoning Valley Manufacturers Coalition, Eastern Gateway Community College, And these coalition members